Smile down. From the front and the back and the left and the right pakwa, connecting senses, connecting the organ and the emotional, balance and transforming. Form a pearl. Bring the pearl down to the kidney so we can do the creating cycle a few times. Bring to the kidney, creating the gentleness, and down to the collection point. And bring it to the liver. Bring the gentleness to the liver and give birth to the kindness and bring down the collection point. Bring it into the heart, let love and joy and peace come out and bring it into the collection point. Bring into the spleen, let the fairness and openness open and bring it into the pakwa and the collection point. And bring it, all the energy of gentleness, kindness, love, fairness that blend together to the lung and activate the courage and righteousness and bring it to the collection point. Now, bring the pearl down to the perineum. We're going to do the thrusting channel on the left side 9 times. Enough up your left anus and draw the energy all the way up to the head and down for 9 times. And aware and feel the left thrusting channels. If you need help, you can use your right hand, use the middle finger touching the left thrusting channels and locate the gallbladder 16, 17, 16, and 15. And you can use your left hand touching the forehead, below the cheekbone, the corner of your mouth, your chin, top of the sternum. Move your right hand to the middle of the collarbone. Left hand touching above the nipple. On the same line before you get out of the ribcage. outside the rib cage. The same line with the nipple. On the side of the navel, the same line with the nipple. The groin area on the same line with the nipple, or same line with the middle of the collarbone. Above your knee to the inside, you can use the whole palm, touch it. Below your knee to on the inside. Just use your left palm touching that. The inside ankle. Just use your finger, touch it. About 2 inches from the big toes to the big toes. You can use your whole palm cover that area. When the energy flow, you can feel it very definitely. Your soul. We come up between the 5th and the 4th toe, right on the top of the two bone joints. Just press your finger between the bone. The outside ankle. Below your knee, on the outside, between the fibula bone, you can use your press around and use your palm cover it. On the outside of your thigh, nearly in the between of it. Use your whole palm cover it. Right on the top of the tibial bone, like a ball. Femur, right on the top of the femur bone. The ball there, when you move your leg a little bit outside, you feel a hole there. On the side of your sacrum, more to the hip bone, about 2 fingers from your sacrum out on the top of it. About 2 inches above, outside of your door of life or right below the kidney, you can use your palm cover the whole back. On the side, on the same level with the door of life, opposite of the navel on the side. Now move your right hand to tap on the side of the scapular process. When you follow the scapular process out into the rib cage, right on the side there, use your mind to guide the energy from the lower part, back of the leg all the way up. Top of the corner of the scapula, near to the rib cage, near to the spine. Now we come to the scapula that near the shoulder, above the armpit, is still right on the scapula, but the scapula that near the shoulder and under the crest, the scapular process. Use your right hand, follow, and the right finger touch right above your armpit, between the scapula and the shoulder, right above your armpit. Use your hand to touch on your arm, right on the tip of the deltoid. We come down to the outside elbow, between the 2 bones. Just touch it. Now we come up to the between 2 bones, the ulna and radius, when you put the 2 fingers just from the wrist, between the 2 bones. Use your right fingers touch on the points. We come to the palm. Come to the wrist. The inside the wrist, use the right hand finger, touch it. Now 2 fingers from the wrist between the 2 tendons. Down to the inside elbow. On the outside of the tendons, near your body, the inside of the elbow. Now we come up to near the armpit. On the top of the bicep and the deltoid, near your armpit. Now we get to the lung point, between the clavicle bone, the shoulder, and the rib cage. When you move your shoulder to the front, you get a big hole there. Now between the collarbone, the scapula, and the shoulder, more to the back and right on the tip near the shoulder, 3 bone joint, the tip of it, you get a hole. When you drop your hand down, you feel a hole. The shoulder well. So between the shoulder and the neck, right in between there, when you move your shoulder up, you get a well there, a hole, a big hole there. Still use your right finger touching on the point. And right on the base of your neck. When you lift up, you get a big muscle on there, and you press your finger right in between, right on the base of your neck. Now between the cervical 3 and 4, right on the middle, on the back of your neck, on the side of 2 band muscle. The base of your scalp. Use your thumb, both thumb, massage on the base of scalp and slightly touch, and experience the energy flow. And let the energy go up to the head, come up to the gallbladder 17. You can put your hand down now. Simply use your mind to guide the energy from the top of the head on the side, on the left side, flow down to forehead. Past your eye. Down to the cheekbone. corner of the mouth, jaw together on the chin, down to above the sternum, spread out on the both sides, the middle of the collarbone, down the straight line above the nipple, a straight line out, nearly get out the rib cage, between the rib cage, and down to the outside the rib cage on the same line with the nipple or the middle of the collarbone. Side of the navel, down to the groin area, the same line with the nipple, down above the knee, more to the inside, below the knee to the inside. To the inside of the ankle. Nearly 2 inches from the big toes, from the inside, more to the bottom of your feet. We come up between the fifth and the fourth toe, right on the top of the two bone joints, like V shape from the fourth and the fifth toes coming in all the up. So that's the point. The outside of the ankle, come up right outside of your knee, middle of your thigh, top of the femur, like a ball on a socket. On the side of your sacrum, up to the side of the door of life on the two band on the muscle below the kidney. Come up to the tip of the scapula, about 2 fingers below the the lower tip of the scapula. Come up to the scapular process between the rib cage, between the rib cage and the spinal cord, about 3 or 4 rib cages there. When we come up to the top corner of the scapula near your spinal cord, and we're going to curve down to the scapula near your shoulder and nearer to the armpit. Right above your armpit, between the scapula and the shoulder. And the end of the deltoid on your arm, the outside elbow, two fingers from your wrist between the two bone, the ulna and radius bone. Come to your palm. Just use your mind to follow the point and flow. The flow is quicker than what I said. Come up to the wrist, the inner wrist. In the middle of it, 2 tendons. And 2 fingers from the wrist between the 2 tendons. And come up to the inner elbow near your body, on the outside of the tendons. Come up between the 2 biceps, on the top of it, near the deltoid in your armpit. And come up to between the clavicle bone, the shoulder, and the rib cage, the top of the rib cage. And coming on the tip of the 3 bones joined together, it is the clavicle bone, the scapula, the shoulder, right on the 3 shoulder, 3 piece of bone joint, the tip of it. When you raise your shoulder, that's the point. You come to the shoulder well, right in the middle of the well when you raise your hand up. The base of your neck, on the both sides of the between the 3 and 4 cervical, right on the back of your neck. The base of the scalp. Now use your mind quickly to guide it on the right side by forming a pearl and pull up the right anus and do the right thrusting channels up for 9 times by yourself now. When you get it, you can use your right hand, touch on the top of the head if you need it, and the left hand touching on the forehead, the cheekbone. You have the pattern on the left side. It's very easy to copy on the right side. Corner of your mouth, your chin, top of the sternum, middle of the collarbone, above the nipple, in right nearly outside of the ribcage, outside the ribcage. You can change your right hand to touch the middle of the collarbone. And you can use your mind actually guide now, flowing all the way from the front part of the body on the right hand side all the way down to the goy area, to the inside of the leg, down to your inside of your ankle, toward the big toes, back to the sole, come back to the middle of the between the fifth and the fourth toes, coming up the outside ankle, and all the way come up to the below the knee, on the middle of the thigh, come back to the top of the femur bone, on the side of your sacrum, working on the right side now, and coming up on the back, all the way to the scapula and to the shoulder. And it started to travel down to the arm, on the outside of the arm. All the way down to the palm. Come out to the inside the wrist, the inside the elbow, and the bicep, and come up to the lung point between the clavicle, rib cage, and the shoulder, and come all the way to the tip of the shoulder between the clavicle bone, the scapula, and the shoulder, and we come up to the shoulder well, the base of the neck, base of the neck, the back of the neck, between the middle of the neck, between the third and the fourth cervical, and the base of scalp. Now just simply use your mind, feel the flow from on the both sides, like two lanes. On both sides, left and right side, flow down in the front and up on the back by yourself a few times. And you can do the microcosmic in the middle also. When you actually feel flow, you can feel a very deep energy working into the organs. Now slowly pull your awareness back to the navel and back to the middle of the body, and collect the energy in your navel. Rub your hand. Rub your foot. Activate your thymus gland. Liver, stomach. Inhale to the lower abdominal. Blow it up and use your feet hit it. Activate the ovary and the prostate gland and the intestine. The kidney, your buttock, your sacrum, and do a few spinal cord breathing.